informative and engaging session for you. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce our Deputy Chair, David Williams. David, as well as being our Deputy Chair, is also Chair of Geldars, the law firm within the region. So thank you very much. And I will now turn to David to talk us through the highlights of the past year. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and good morning, everyone. And what a horrific photo. The sooner that comes down, the better. I'm really pleased to see so many people. I think 190 people at the moment, and so much jollity in the chat room, which probably borders for many of us on hysteria at the moment. I think it's a very strange time we live in. And I also never thought that I'd be so feel so odd about just speaking to a laptop screen as opposed to getting up onto a stage behind a lectern and hiding behind a microphone. This is so much more daunting in a way than the normal process. Normally also, I'd like to have a bit of liberty to ad lib in anything I speak about. But the content of my speech today is pretty much based on facts and figures, trying to give you an expose of what the left's been about over the last year. So you'll have to forgive me if I pretty much read, because I need to get this stuff right. I don't think I've got the freedom to be Mr. Trump and just make things up as I go along. So let's see how we go. I mean, it's fair to say, isn't it, that this has been an incredibly challenging time for our region. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a severe impact on our social, economic and commercial institutions, and it's overturned many long-held assumptions about how we live and work. We're also very aware that our region is one of contrasts, and that our economic productivity as a region lags the UK average, and we have some of the highest areas of deprivation in the country. But the last year should give us all confidence that we can deliver life-changing opportunities. Our vision for D2N2 is to be the catalyst for a step change in productivity, growth and innovation across the region. As a local enterprise partnership, we have continued to strengthen our governance and improve our capacities to support you and our ambitions for the region. And this is an important statistic. For every pound the LEP spends, 19 pounds is returned to the local economy. And in Trumpian style, for every £1 we spend, 19 pounds is returned to the local economy. But while our work is underpinned by governance and evidence-based strategy, delivery is at the heart of all we do. It's been another pivotal year for D2N2 in terms of the investments we have supported. You can read about many of our projects in our annual review, and I commend that review to you as an excellent document. We have leveraged over £139 million into the region's economy, safeguarding and delivering thousands of jobs, businesses and learners. To date, D2N2, through local growth fund investments, has unlocked and supported nearly 10,500 jobs, over 1,500 homes, and over 2,000 learners. We want to continue to raise regional productivity and to ensure that all parts of our economy can grow. We've made great progress on the ground with transformational projects such as one of the most drawn out and longest architectural conservation sagas, 17 years and £70 million, which concluded in October with the opening of Buxton Crescent, restoring this architectural gem on the edge of the Peak District to its former glory. We've invested £9.7 million of local growth funding into the construction of the Nottingham Trent University Dual Site Medical Technology Innovation Facility, easily said as MTIF, to accelerate the development of innovative medical technologies. MTIF will join a growing cluster of medical technology businesses based at the Boots Enterprise Zone, which itself has an amazing history of innovation in healthcare and well-being. And in June, we announced that we are allocating £8.1 million to the redevelopment of the Beckett Well site in Derby. The commercial regeneration of the Beckett Well site, right in the centre of the city of Derby, has been an ambition of Derby City Council for many years, and it is a key project in Derby's city centre master plan. Alongside this work, D2N2 has continued to work with partners across our region on 2 independent government schemes aimed at renewing and reshaping 13 of our town centres and high streets in a way that will drive growth, improve experience and ensure future sustainability. In July, D2N2 was awarded £44 million from the government's new £900 million Getting Building programme for a wide-ranging package of shovel-ready infrastructure projects that will deliver much-needed investment and a boost to the local economy severely impacted by COVID-19. We're somewhat proud of the fact that this was the 5th largest LEP allocation in the country. We have used that allocation to invest in 10 projects across Derby, Derbyshire, Nottingham and Nottinghamshire to improve digital infrastructure, support skills and career opportunities, and the transition to a low carbon economy to drive economic growth following the pandemic. This week, we have announced 2 of those projects in Mansfield and Worksop, with further announcements to be made about developments in Chesterfield and Glossop following this week. To complement all this work, we have pushed forward our careers-focused activity, engaging with even more schools to raise aspiration. In January, over 100 people attended the launch of our North Derbyshire Careers Hub. The North Derbyshire Careers Hub is made up of 21 schools and colleges working together to transform careers education for young people across the region. We have also been future-proofing our workforce through European funds allocated to develop our people and support the growth of our businesses. Since the current round of European structural and investment funds were launched in 2014, we have committed £209 million of the £226 million allocated to D2N2 to stimulate jobs and growth. The LEP is carrying on its work with the government to help shape the new UK Shared Prosperity Fund, the replacement for those European structural and investment funds, to ensure that we can continue to support regional economic growth after the UK leaves the EU. There is no question we're living in interesting times both globally and nationally. But we are privileged to work in collaboration with businesses, local authorities, universities, colleges and the community sector. And this strong bond was shown in March with the onset of COVID-19. COVID has created for all of us a new pressure to create jobs, to replace the jobs that sadly have been lost. We focused our resources on supporting partner organisations and ensuring clear, coherent and consistent advice to help our business base engage business representation organisations, trade unions, the Growth Hub and government through our COVID-19 coordination hub. In April, in response to the pandemic, we worked with partners including the Department of Work and Pensions, Futures, the National Career Service, and our local authorities to create the Redeployment Triage Service. The service helps those made jobless as a result of the coronavirus outbreak back into employment. The service also engages with employers needing to make redundancies to ensure a smooth transition for employees into new work. At a national level, through the LEP Network Board, the D2N2 Chair and CEO are highlighting the key impacts on the East Midlands from COVID-19 to influence national government policy and inform recovery planning. This has included roundtable discussions with ministers and senior officials and on a regular basis with our local MPs who have been hugely supportive of our work. Our Growth Hub has continued to offer direct practical support and information for business during the current challenging economic circumstances. This included restructuring its events programme into a full webinar programme. And proudly, we also helped to back and promote the PPE for the NHS campaign and helped to obtain nearly 90,000 of individual items of PPE donations. These are all fantastic achievements, I hope you'll agree, but there's so much more to be done. The future of our area is full of opportunities, and as we look forward, we must continue to ensure that our work and focus delivers growth and productivity for the benefit of everyone who lives and works in our region. Elizabeth, our chair, will talk more about this when she speaks. Growing our economy responsibly requires a concerted effort across a range of areas and a collaborative approach by all. So the message is on your screen: let's build back stronger and with opportunity and prosperity spread equally across our region. Thank you, everybody.